What is going on, guys and gals? This is Only Joe You Know here, back with another Elden Ring PvP video. Today's build is a little different. We kind of avoided Dex, although we do have a little bit in Dex just to help out with melee damage. But for the most part, today is going to be a Arcane build, and my god, does it hit like a truck. So our main strategy here, and it works 90% of the time, is we're going to do Swarm of Flies on an opponent, and in PvP, it doesn't hit that hard, but in PvP, they'll usually run from it, and by the time they're running from it, we're already caught up, and we're doing the Rivers of Blood, or piles of corpses, I should say, and finishing them off and one-shotting them. It is absolutely fantastic. Real quick, I'm going to show you my stats. So, here are my stats. I am level 100 even. I have 40 Vigor, 22 Mind, 19 Endurance, 21 Dexterity, 16 Faith, and 40 Arcane. With patch 1.03, they fixed Arcane scaling, so it is viable to run Rivers of Blood or any other arcane weapon that you might want to run. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show off my equipment to you. Here is the Rivers of Blood, and the Corpse Piler is a great finisher, or if you want to build up that bleed, or just deal a ton of damage to your opponent, Corpse Piler is the way to go. If you need to, you can also just melee with this thing. It does a ton of damage by itself anyway. I do have a second katana that I have seppuku on. It is Blood Uchi Katana. I don't typically use this, but if you do use seppuku and carry this in your offhand, the build bleed up is insane with dual wielding these. As far as our seal, I use the Dragon Communion Seal. It scales S off of Arcane and boosts Dragon Communion incantations, which makes our Rotten Breath just explode with damage. As far as my helmet, I have the White Mask, which, as far as a talisman, I also have the Lord of Blood's Exaltation, and both of these, when blood loss is in our vicinity, it increases attack power. The Lord of Bloods is a little bit better at 20%. I think the White Mask is 12%. So with both of these, we have a 32% increase in attack power when blood loss is in our vicinity. I have heard that it only lasts 10 seconds, but honestly, that's really all you need, especially if you cast Swarm of Flies and then go in for your Rivers of Blood. As far as armor, we're a little mixed-matched here. It's not too bad, though. We have the Lion armor for both our chest piece and our greaves, and we have the Royal Remains gauntlets. Really, the only reason why I'm not running the Lion armor for this is because we get heavy load. And so that's why we're running literally anything else. As far as our talismans, of course the Lord of Bloods. We have the Bull Goats, which increases our poise above 51. Without it, we're just at 50, and you really want that 51, so I went ahead and put that on. We also have the Arsenal Charm, which increases our equipment load, so we can actually use this. And then for the last one, we have the Green Turtle Talisman, which raises stamina recovery rate, which can be fantastic when we're going at it in PvP. We also have these two on our physic. Significantly negates damage received, which is just a protective bubble against a one-shot from the first hit. Most people throw daggers at you if you have this on, so kind of watch out for that. We also have temporarily make stance break easier, which honestly, I was testing this and I don't really notice anything since I'm running Rivers of Blood and do Corpse Piler, which stuns anyway majority of the time. As far as incantations, we are running Swarm of Flies, which super low FP cost, and it'll trail the target, home in towards them, and then explode, leaving a little AoE field, and it gives us a great reason to rush our opponent, and it's just a great starter move. We have the Flame of Frenzy, which mostly this is used for PvE. It can be used in PvP if the opponent decides to get close, but usually when you're 2v1, they're not grouped up, they're trying to flank you, and it's not that great of a move in PvP. We have Rotten Breath, which is just a nuke. Just a absolute nuke. You can two-shot people with the breath alone. Not to mention, if they do survive, they're probably going to have Scarlet Rot, which is just going to eat away at their health, and with our bleed, it's just going to compound onto that, and they are just going to melt. I also run Flame Cleanse Me, because a lot of people do run Rotten Breath, and so if I get Scarlet Rot, I want to be able to cure that on myself.